just want to share something with y'all. Talking about yesterday, right? So yesterday I got on here after my walk, worked out, was in great spirits, right? And after I finished workout, I went home, got prepared, and I got a phone call from my loan officer. So back door, I got my notes, so y'all bear with me, and I'm gonna read my notes to y'all. 2026, that's when I reached out to the bank, let them know I was interested in purchasing the property. That's when they responded back to me the same day and gave me a pre-approval letter, right? I then, a couple weeks later, I went down to Mississippi to look at a property that I was interested in, and then I got back with my bank to let them know that, hey, I'm interested in the property. I would like to move forward. Now, let me buy it. I got the contract. We set a closing date. Talked about the closing costs. When should this agreement be done? We agreed on June 30th. Took that to the lender. They said, okay, we can get you closed. On June 2nd, I got introduced to my loan processor. This is when he asked me to complete the Fannie Mae course, first time home buyer. Completed the information. They also asked me to submit closing attorneys, home insurance information. I submitted everything in a timely manner. To June 2nd. Now we're on June 25th. This is 5 days before I was supposed to close on my first house. They asked me to submit a motivation letter explaining why I want to purchase a home 90 miles away from my workplace. I don't feel comfortable living in the community. I don't feel safe in Memphis. I don't feel safe in Tennessee in general. I would feel comfortable living in Mississippi close to my family. I explained on June 29th, saying that letter is not sufficient. You did not clarify that you were going to stay in that property. So I had to resubmit another letter. I added another letter, and then the closing has been rescheduled to July 7th. How? No explanation was given to me. She said she would refer information to me when she gets it. She never let me know anything else after that. This is my quote to explain the new closing date. I'm just left in a blank. And he's asking me to provide a letter from my principal that says it's okay for me to commute to work. When and ever had you had to get permission from your employer to say it's okay for you to travel to work in order for you to purchase your first home? So I had to reach out to my principal, ask him to email my loan processor, hey, my loan processor is asking for permission to say that it is okay for me to commute to my home in Mississippi to work in school in Memphis. He had to write a letter after the 4th of July break to my loan officer saying that it is okay for Alexander to commute to and from work. I feel like I'm treated as a child. I feel like I have to ask for permission just to experience the American dream, just to get my taste of freedom. I have to ask permission from my boss to say it's okay for you to drive from this place to go to work. Is that normal? When you purchase a home for the first time, I just want to know, because I did not know this experience like this. So after I submit the letter from my principal, they're going to ask me to provide an explanation of a deposit from May 21st. This is July, let me see what date this is. This is July 7th. This is the day that I was supposed to close on the house. They still did not give me a time where we're supposed to close. On the morning July 7th came, I had to reach out to my loan officer. He did not answer the phone. I had to leave a message. I had to reach out to my closing attorney. She was not even in the office. I spoke to a secretary and left a message for the secretary, and the lady was supposed to call me back. She never called me back. She sent me an email 2 hours later explaining she did not know of the new closing date and she has not heard any information from my loan officer. And he's explaining to me that the loan was in senior management review and it has been determined that this home was be considered as a second home and not your primary residence. How is this considered a second home when I do not have a first home? I am home with my parents, and I have now made the decision that I want to have my own place. I go to the bank, apply for the loan, let them know my situation, and they're telling me that I do not qualify as a first-time home buyer because the house that I'm staying with my parents is being considered as my primary residence. They don't know the situation that I'm currently in with my parents at the house that I'm currently living in. So you see how they're making it hard, and you see the obstacles that an average person has to go through just to get a house for the first time in America. I've been teaching for 5 years for Memphis Shelby County schools. All of my banks get direct deposit like this. I just want to know, is this normal? Can someone please help me with purchasing a home for the first time? Or should I be asking other questions, or should I be exploring other options? Thank you.